Paul and I are still walking. We're going to see the Mary Rose first and then come back. Explore Henry VIII's favorite ship and the largest collection of Tudor objects in the world.
That's it. Come beside me. I'm not as scary as I look. Come closer. I have much to tell. I was near 18 when I came to the throne. Yes, that's me up there. Hard to believe, isn't it? A great king should seek glory in just war and rightful conquest. Now, by ancestral right, I was also king of France. But I could not enforce this unless I waged war on the French, and to do this, maneuverable as the vessel a quarter of her size. 1522. My army by sea, my navy royale, has...
There were 500 men on board when the Mary Rose sank. Only 35 survived. And then you walk into the next room. They did an excellent job on this. Oh, now we're in the museum. It was raised 437 years later in October 1982. Most of one side of the ship was eaten away in the high castles at each end. What remains is a cross-section of the fragments of the anti-boarding netting that stretched above the open upper decks of the Mary Rose. Its purpose was to make it difficult for the enemy to board the ship easily. But when the ship sank, the netting stopped the soldiers and crew escaping. That's one of the main reasons why so many drowned. The crew personalized their own tankards, so this is surviving tops of some tankards. It's very difficult to film in here. It's pretty dark.
It's carrying 500, so roughly about 250. We can actually, as you go, some of the
During excavations, they uncovered a complete cabin on the main deck with the items, chest tools, carpentry tools. It was the largest cabin on the main deck. Master Carpenter owned a backgammon set. It was called Tables, which became backgammon. The Warship's doggy called Hatch. He was 18 months old and similar to a modern breed of terriers, greyhounds, and border collies. They analyzed his DNA. He was male, had a brown coat. He also had a gene that would give him gout. Master Gunner's chest. A gunner ought to be sober, wakeful, lusty, hardy, patient, prudent, and quick-spirited man. He ought to have good eyesight, good judgment, and govern himself at all times as a wise, modest, honest, and skillful man. He also ought to have a ruler and a pair of compasses. There was a pocket sundial. The surgeon was also the ship's doctor, dentist, and pharmacist. He had to treat fevers such as typhus, yellow fever, malaria, plague, venereal and lung diseases, dysentery, parasites, dental decay, and battle wounds. Let's see his equipment.
Oh, he's performing surgery.
Oh.
Probably were bleeding people.
Yes. Oh, icky, icky, icky. He had... There we go. Scalpel and a whetstone to keep the blade sharp. The leather flask hell wine for washing out wounds. His mortar. That would not have been fun. To be a surgeon, you had to be an apprentice for 7 years.
Yeah.
Where is the syringe? So it's 4 to 6. That they drain wounds. By the way, Merle is a nurse, so she can point out the intimate information about everything. If you wore that coif with a silk lining, it meant you were a surgeon.
Also surgical instruments.
This gun identified the Mary Rose. A reconstruction of the master gunner's face. He was about 5'7" tall, late 20s or early 30s, very bad teeth, 11 were missing, and most of those left were badly decayed, leaving abscesses in his jaw. His neck bones had degenerated, the base of his spine was compacted, maybe the result of years of hauling guns into position and lifting heavy gunpowder chambers. Mary Rose was actually built here in the Portsmouth harbor, and it sunk in, they found the ship in Solent, Solent, only about 20 miles offshore. That buoy is in place.
Henry VIII. It's the first time we have seen this in 437 years. What an amazing sight. It must have been when the section of the lifting frame had collapsed under the strain.
That's Prince Charles.
Really, it hadn't been too bad. A close inspection.
Nice gift shop.